With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. At the 24-yard line. Back to throw. Melvin. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down inside the 40. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Looking to throw. Melvin. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On first down, Thomas. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Thomas. Open man is Kirk, complete. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Second and 5. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tank Bigsby hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Melvin connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw on second down. Melvin, he'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Melvin. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Off-play action. Melvin under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Ventrell Miller in on the rush. He gets the credit there for the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Dobbins not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. We're behind his man, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Thomas will look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Here's Thomas. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, 49ers. J.K. Dobbins, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
To throw is Thomas. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They go play action here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Thomas. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Thomas under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thomas. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back to throw. Thomas. Flush to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Brandon, I'm reflecting back to one of our conversations earlier this week when you talked about how well this rookie has played this season while leading his team to a quality record. But let's face it, his best stuff, he doesn't have it in this one so far. Twice now the defense has gotten the better of him with an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and 8.
Off the play fake. Melvin. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Josh Palmer, 81 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Thomas. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Thomas now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Melvin.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Melvin to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Melvin. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Jaguars 6. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
5-yard gain on the play. Jaguars, first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Here's Thomas on first and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
Here we go. Check. 18, pioneer. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. Let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Jaguars! Final seconds of the first half, and the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Bell sheds him off. Still going. They can't stop him. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Thomas.
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Thomas.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Melvin.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Melvin.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go now. 18 reps, go.
To throw is Thomas. Throwing on 1st down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
Now Thomas off the play fake. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes goes for 24 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Thomas. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk from 8 yards out.
And the Jags get a bit closer.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Off play action, Melvin. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. 197 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Melvin.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Melvin.
George Kittle working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down to the 29-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Down at the 25.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Melvin. And incomplete. They tried to trap it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
For the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Finds his tight end Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. Thomas. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Now a 2nd and 2. Another run here with Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff for Dobbins. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Man, 216 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Thomas. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
That's good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Thomas.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Thomas. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Thomas will look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20.
Here's Thomas.
At the 26-yard line.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long.
18, Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Thomas. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
From From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Thomas.
That would complete downfield to Kirk.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Bigsby.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Thomas to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
79 Broncos.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They go play action here on 1st down. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Thomas. Open man right side is Ingram. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the 49ers,
they avoid that 10th loss and move to 7-9 on the year.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.